welcome back to Trucking with Velox 18. We're in Grand Island, Nebraska, and it's time to get trucking, man. We're gonna go over and head eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking. You guys know the song. And that's what we're doing today. We are slowly making our way to Pennsylvania. We got a Monday morning delivery. It is Friday morning, so it was tempting to try to go home and go 300 miles out of route down into Tennessee and then back up into Pennsylvania, but it's just not quite enough time to make it worth the extra $300 in fuel. This load it just doesn't quite pay good enough to account for that extra $300 of fuel either. So we're trying to stay profitable, and so we're making the sacrifice of skipping the weekend with the family. Well, really like the 30 hours or so, 28 hours with the family. So we're gonna skip that, and we're just gonna stay in the truck, and we're gonna slow roll our way across the country all the way to Pennsylvania. So that is the plan today. We're gonna go a little bit further, but I got a special meetup plan. I'm gonna meet up with another YouTuber here in a little bit. So I'm gonna run over to Council Bluffs, a couple hours away. We're gonna meet him, and then we'll keep on trucking. So I don't know how long that's gonna take. I don't even know where I'm gonna stop today. I don't have a plan. I have no plans. I'm just cruising. And that's weird for me. Normally I have things planned out pretty well. And so this is a little bit of a new experience, but I have so much time to get there. I'm kind of leaving things open. So anyway, I'm gonna get in this truck. We're gonna get it going. I'm gonna run up to the store and get myself a Monster Energy drink, sugar-free Monster Energy drink. Or no, low carb. I like the low carb one. Low carb Monster Energy drink. Monster Energy, if you ever want to sponsor one of these videos, I'd be down. I'd drink you guys every day. Anyway, all right, that's enough. I'm gonna roll the music now so we can get out of here. Roll the music. Eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking. We're gonna do what they say can't be done. We've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. Eastbound, watch your band run. That song is like classic quintessential trucking song. But I made the mistake of using it as my alarm tone for the first 3 or 4 years that I was a truck driver. So, like anything that you use as your alarm tone, whether it's a certain beep or a certain ringtone on your phone or a certain song, that noise, whatever noise you wake up to, becomes associated with your wake up call. And it's not like a bad thing. It's not like I woke up every day hating waking up. Like I actually usually wake up in a pretty good mood. Usually, give or take. I don't know, maybe not. But I'm not like a jackass when I wake up, and I don't hate my alarm. It's not my alarm's fault that I didn't go to bed early enough. So But that song just became associated with my alarm, just with waking up. So when I hear it now, it's like it just sounds like my alarm. It doesn't. It's like, oh yeah, wait, this is actually a song. This isn't an alarm. But it's kind of cool what I have now. I have it set up. My phone has a way that it can connect to a Spotify playlist. So I have a Spotify playlist with 1,100 and something songs on it. It's kind of just like this huge playlist of all kinds of songs that I like, and I just added them to the playlist over the years, and it's kind of just this like master playlist of all kinds of different styles and types of music, and all great songs. All of them are amazing songs, and so my alarm actually will shuffle those songs each day. It'll be a different song, or sometimes I get stuck on one. Because I only let it play for like 3 or 4 seconds before I turn it off, and then so the next day it'll come back to that same song, and but it doesn't stay on the same song for too long, and then it keeps shuffling and moving through the playlist. So I don't end up associating just one song with my alarm. So it's kind of cool. Kind of cool. So all right, we're gonna get down the road. We're gonna meet up with this other YouTuber at Sap Brothers in Iowa, just across the border from Omaha. So we'll get over there, and well, I mean, I don't know why I'm keeping you guys in so much suspense. It is Amsoil Adam. So he and I have been talking about getting together. He's an Amsoil rep, and he wants to provide some oil for me, and even put in a oil bypass filtration system. And so we had talked about that a while back, and so we still have plans to do that, but we haven't been able to get together. Now that I live in Tennessee, he lives in North Carolina, we should be able to get together a lot easier to get that done. But when I was in California, it was a little difficult. I made a couple trips out close to him, but not able to stop. So anyway, he also does a lot of motorcycle rallies with his. So he does trucking. Let me get that out of the way. I mentioned his channel name is Amsoil Item. Amsoil is his main business. He mostly sells to motorcycles and does motorcycle rallies all across the country. But he also started a trucking company with his son. And so last summer especially, they were running around in their truck, and he was fixing up a couple trucks. And if you guys, I don't know if he's in Goliath today or not. I hope we can see Goliath, because you guys need to see this rig that he has, that he pulls his trailer to these different motorcycle rallies. But anyway, so he's part trucker, part motorcycles, Amsoil representative, knows a lot about engines and lubrications and filtrations. And so anyway, so that's who we're gonna meet up with over here. We've been meaning to meet up for a long time, and he saw my video and said, "Hey, where are you at on your journey heading east?" And I said, I'm in Nebraska." And he said, "Well, I just got out of Nebraska and stopped for the night. When are you stopping?" I said, "Well, I'm already stopped myself." And we realized we were stopped just over 100 miles away from each other. So he said, "Well, I'm not in a hurry to leave out in the morning. So whenever you get started, just come over this way." So that's what we're gonna do, and we'll go and meet him in person for the first time, even though we've talked on the phone for a few hours between all of our conversations. So but we haven't met in person. So yeah, we'll meet up in person, and like I said, hopefully he's in Goliath. I don't know if he is or not, but it would be cool to show that on the channel. His rig that he pulls his trailer around with for his. I mean, it's an RV, but it's not. It's a truck. So anyway, all right. I'll catch up with you guys when we get over there. All right, we're not quite to Omaha, but we're just driving into this storm. So you can't get too far into the Midwest without a Midwestern summer storm. Otherwise would you really be in the Midwest in August if you didn't hit some rain? That's what I want to know. That's the question. Would you really even be in the Midwest if you got all the way through Nebraska without hitting some rain? I don't think you would be. I think you'd be in some kind of a wormhole, some kind of a time warp, some kind of a alternate dimension. It's just kind of funny. It seems like this just kind of popped up out of nowhere. In fact, I was listening to the weather band this morning as the truck was warming up. My truck always just starts out on the weather band, and I usually don't change it because I just listen. And it didn't say anything about rain for Omaha or any of these areas. And tut-tut, looks like rain.
All right, so Amsoil Adam isn't in Goliath. I don't know what nickname this one's gonna have, but my guess is, well, I think I'd go with Eagle 5. A little nod to Spaceballs. Look at the angle of that windshield. Look at that nose. Look at What's up, Adam?
What's up, Nick?
So we already had breakfast. I just didn't record anything when we first met because we never actually met in person until this morning.
Yeah, we've been talking on the phone for what, a year and a half now, I guess?
Something like that, yeah.
It's the first time I've actually got to meet in person.
How many subscribers do you have on your channel now?
As of yesterday, 9,700.
Oh, you're about to hit 10. Hey, you guys go.
Like 8,700 or something. Yeah, I gave myself 1,000 there.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know if I can bump you 1,300 worth, but let's try it.
That'd be awesome.
Let's try and get him up to 9,000 at least. You guys go and subscribe to Amsoil Adam. Amsoil is spelled like that, Amsoil, and that's Adam. And pretty easy to find, and he's got lots of cool content. So you're gonna take this this RV and do a project on it, right?
Yeah, so this is basically a roadkill trip. For those of you that know, we work the motorcycle rallies, and we just left Sturgis, South Dakota, and headed back to North Carolina with our big rig. And then I immediately jumped on a plane, came back out to Rapid City, picked this beauty up, and I'm trying to drive it home, and it's been nothing but problems so far. Repair after repair, but we're making it home.
And so he drove, or he flew out here, picked this thing up, and he's just driving it back in the condition that it's in. He said he's had to stop and make 3 repairs without any tools. He's used a dime to make his repairs so far. So yeah, kind of an exciting, this will be on the channel. You'll probably edit it up once you get home.
Well, there's already 1 episode out, actually 2 episodes. Episode 1 and 2 are already out. Today is going to be episode 3 on it. And,
nice.
Yesterday went pretty smooth, but we still got a long ways from home. North Carolina's a long ways away. Who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah.
Old tires. It's a 1983 coach, and it's all original as far as I know. I don't know if the tires are original, but they're old. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Dual exhaust. So, do you have a nickname picked for it yet?
Actually, we just named it this morning. I was trying to come up with like a silly name for it, and I was inside the Sapp Brothers, and I just happened to see a sticker in there called, oh crap, I can't remember. Hang on, let's go back here. Struggle Bus. Yeah, it's so new I couldn't remember it, so I just put the sticker on it this morning.
So
that's the
Struggle
name.
Bus.
It's the Struggle Bus.
That's awesome.
I was thinking of things like the Shaggin' Wagon or something, but it just wasn't fitting.
My initial reaction was it kind of looks like Spaceballs.
Yeah.
So I was like, I had to look it up. I had to Google it real quick, but it's called Eagle 5, the Spaceballs. So that was my idea, Eagle 5. But Struggle Bus works. Struggle Bus Eagle 5, Struggle Bus 5. I don't know. And you're putting premium in, right?
No.
I'm joking.
Cheap stuff is in there right now. I'm just trying to get it home.
All right. Well, Adam, good meeting you. And you guys go check out his channel, Amsoil Adam. And we'll have him on the channel again because he's gonna help me put a oil filtration system on my truck, and we're gonna represent some Amsoil on the channel at some point. So we'll get there.
And I don't know if any of your viewers are into motorcycle type stuff, but we are doing a giveaway at the 10,000 subscriber mark where we're going to give away a free set of glove jugs that are for Harley Davidson or Indian motorcycles. So if any of that sounds like an interest to you, make sure you subscribe and get us to that 10,000 mark.
Yeah, go do it. All right, Adam, it was good meeting you and hanging out and having a little Burger King. But yeah, this was fun. This was good. And like I said, Adam and I have been talking for a while. We were both really small channels. When he first started, I was just a little bit ahead of him on subscribers, and then my channel kind of caught some traction, and then so he was looking to me for some advice, and so I gave him whatever advice I could, and then we just kind of stayed connected, and we kind of had a plan to kind of collaborate and do the Amsoil videos. and kind of do the oil filtration system, the bypass oil filtration system. So anyway, so that's stuff that'll happen in the future. We still haven't knocked it out yet, but we will. It's coming. But anyway, he's a good guy. So Adam, once again, good meeting you in person for the first time, and we'll talk again soon. And now that I'm a lot closer to to your proximity, we should be able to get these videos taken care of. So I'm gonna come over here, hop back out on the big road, and keep heading east on I-80. And I don't really know. How I want to where I'm going to stop today, but I'll figure that out. We'll figure it out at some point. We'll get it taken care of. But yeah, we knocked out a couple hours here hanging out with Adam, so we'll get down the road and figure out where we're going to stop a little bit later on. But for now, we're just going to hammer down. Let's go. I just stopped back there near Des Moines, and it was getting to be that time of day. It was about 3 o'clock, 3:15, something like that, and I realized I never really recorded because I was just stopping to use the restroom and refresh my drink, and then I needed to look for loads. It's Friday. I keep forgetting what day it is because it's like a weird week for me, but I keep forgetting it's Friday. So I realized I need to look for a load for Monday, because a lot of them are going to get booked today. And I had been looking yesterday a little bit, and I called on some last night. I looked a little bit this morning, but I really haven't really put a bunch of time in to make sure I get a load. And so I sat down and I started looking. A lot of the same loads are still there that were there yesterday, that were there this morning. And so I called on a couple, and they don't want to pay, man. They just do not want to pay. Anything going from Pennsylvania back into Tennessee is like $1.80 a mile. If you want to go north into Massachusetts, you can get a decent rate, but it's like $1,000, between $1,000 and $1,400, depending on where you're going further into the Northeast. You can skip back over to Ohio for about $2.80 a mile, maybe tops, or really $2.50 a mile. But that's kind of what I think I might do, is just skip back into Ohio and try and find something out of Ohio that gets me down into Tennessee. I've had success doing that before. I also could go down to Atlanta, but the stuff that goes down to Atlanta is like $2.25 a mile from Pennsylvania to get down to Atlanta. So it doesn't quite, pay out. It's like $1,800 for 800 miles. So what does that work out to? Like $2.30 a mile, something like that. And then what else did I see? Oh, there was a 1 pick, 6 drop, and I called on it. It starts in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and then it wraps around down through Georgia, Alabama, and then up into Nashville. And there's 6 drops on it. It's gonna take most of next week. And I thought, well, you know, if it pays good enough, I'll do it. And the guy said, well, we just got it covered. Like, but just you know, for next time, you know, you run this lane a lot. I said, I've ended up in Pennsylvania quite a few times because there's decent paying loads that go up there. So yeah, I kind of end up in that area semi-often. He goes, well, what would you quote me on something like this? Because I'm gonna have these, you know, I have these more often than not, and the customer's kind of pushing us on the rate because I'm competing. He said he's competing with asset-based companies, meaning, you know, trucking companies, carriers that have, you know, capacity for this customer. So anyway, I kind of get out of him. You know, he asked me for a quote, and I said, man, I said with 6 drops, you know, I was like, basically I'll be looking for $3 a mile because that's kind of just my base amount. I said, if I can get $3 a mile plus, like, you know, $100 a drop, you know, if it's 6 drops, maybe we can lower it down to like $75. So he kind of did the math real quick, and he was like, all right, so that's like pretty close to $4,000. And I was like, yeah, right around there, something in that range. He goes, well, what were you going to tell me? I said, I was going to start you off at like 4,200, 4,400, somewhere in there, and let you talk me down to 4. And he goes, okay. He goes, well, he goes, I'll be honest, the customer told us we have to be under $4,500 in order to move, you know, to be competitive. I was like, and you guys got to make a little bit of money. He goes, yeah, and I don't even mind not making that much money. I just, you know, I'd rather make something than nothing. He goes, but you know, we're just competing with you know, asset-based companies. So the customer is telling us, like, hey man, you got to come in lower than usual. He said. So he goes, but that sounds like something we could work with. So he tells me, you know, hey, we can, you know, that might be something we can do in the future. And gave my number, my MC number, all that good stuff. And then I saw the same, you know, Philadelphia to Nashville, but it was a lot less money on it. They actually had an offer on it for $2,900. The broker was offering that load for. So I thought, well, maybe this is like a 2-drop, you know, or maybe a 3-drop. Maybe it's like the same place that one was coming from. So I call on this load, and it's the same exact load with the same number of drops. And I just got off a guy that told me that he would give it to me for around $4,000, and this company's trying to move it for $2,900. She said, hold on, let me talk to the broker. And then she came back and she said, the top I can do on this is $3,100. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, this load's being double brokered right now because I missed out on it from the real broker. This company scooped it up, and now this company, because it's the same exact, I mean, what's the odds that the same shipper would have the same 6-drop load? They wouldn't do it that way. They wouldn't make it a 6-drop load, you know, from the same cities, going to the same exact 6 drops from Philadelphia. It's like, no, that's a double brokered load, man. They probably got it for $4,000, maybe even like $42,000, and they're trying to make $1,000 on the top, having some schmuck like me haul it for like, you know, two something a mile with 6 drops on it. And it just grinds my gears, man. Grinds my gears. I mean, if they're gonna be able to cover it and everyone's happy, and the shipper doesn't mind, and the original broker doesn't mind that their load's getting double brokered, and whatever carrier books it can operate their business at whatever, you know, then it's all good. Whatever, have fun. But it kind of makes you wonder. You know, I could have had the load from the first brokerage, but this other brokerage swooped in and got it so they could double broker it because they figured they could make money on it. And so anything I could make money on, another brokerage was going to come in and undercut me, or beat me to the punch, and then try and sell me the same load that I just could have had for $4,000 for $3,000. And well, $4,000 I can make money and go home happy, and $3,000 is not worth my time or my fuel. That's just, you know, the $1,000 is about what I would have brought home on that after all the time and energy and fuel spent driving around doing 6 drops. So anyway, all that to say, a long explanation to say we don't have a load for Monday yet, and I'm content with the number of loads that are on the board. I'm content just to hold out for whatever happens last minute on Monday, or maybe we'll book a load for Tuesday. But I'm going to book a load on Monday. I'm not even going to worry about it over the weekend. I'm not even going to look. I'm not going to stress about it. I'll just hold out for a last minute load and see if anyone's willing to come up to a reasonable rate coming out of Pennsylvania. I'll go into Ohio, I'll go down to Georgia, I'll go down to the Carolinas. I'll go into Tennessee if anyone has anything there. I'll go into Kentucky, Indiana. I just need to get somewhere where I can get from there to the house, with another load. So, and not take the whole week to do it, because I'm about ready to be home today, and we're talking about getting home like a week from today if I do some of these loads. So we'll see what happens, but we'll just keep on trucking down the road, and we'll be at I think we're gonna stop in Davenport, Iowa. Definitely didn't put that many miles down today, but not really needing to either. So that's my guess right now, is Davenport, Iowa. I think that's where I'm going to stop. Just about an hour away, something like that, hour and 15 minutes. Let's keep on trucking.
All right, we made it over here to the Flying J in Davenport, Iowa, and just across the river from Illinois. And so before we got into Illinois, I figured I'd stop for the night. We only put down 425 miles today, but stopped for a couple hours to hang out with Amsoil Adam. So we got 930 miles left to go to get to our delivery in Pennsylvania, just outside Philadelphia, about 30 miles out of Philadelphia, something like that. It's like between Philadelphia and Allentown, the little Hatfield, Pennsylvania. So 930 miles to go. We got Saturday and Sunday to get there, and then our appointment's Monday morning. So we got plenty of time, and so no need to push. So we stopped early today. It's only like 5:30 when we stopped, and we probably won't start again until 7 in the morning or something like that. Put down another 500 miles and then save 400 something for Sunday. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But that'll be it for tomorrow's video. Today I'm just waiting for my Uber Eats driver to get here and bring me my Chinese food, and then I'm gonna have some dinner and call it a night, man. Edit this video up and chill. It's kind of nice though, not running as hard as I normally run. Like, I edited my video and then I got time, like I have a couple hours to kill. I'm taking a shower every day, all that stuff, so it's good. Taking showers every day is good, man. Having time to take showers is good. But anyway, all right, love you guys, peace out, see you on the next load.